Right then, so welcome back to Call Your Paul. This is going to be the fourth episode, which is going to be plumbing, the bottom drain and the airline, also skimmer to the side here. So I'll do a little bit and I'll catch up with you and we'll show you what we got going on. Right, so I've started doing my plumbing. I started on the airlines, the bottom drain and the skimmer line, and I'll give you a run through. Right, so on the left of the skimmer, this is where the air pumps are going to be. Left hand is the bottom drain air coming up. None of these pipes are solvent welded at the moment, they're all just cut and put together ready so they fit. This one's going to come down on the right hand side here towards a bio. It's going to come up here, and as you can see I've got a row of ball valves. I'll just step back a bit here and you can see better. Right, so each valve is going to be a separate zone in the bio chamber. As you can see, pipes are going to run along here. At the end we'll have the Japanese matting with one section, two air domes. Sorry. Second section will have two runs of air domes, so 4 air domes, and then the section on the right here will have 1 air dome. Right, so I started the skimmer. I've cut the holes in it, in the bottom, 4-inch hole and a 1.5 for the overflow. As you can see, I solvent welded in some short sections of pipe into a couple of tank connectors. These will sit underneath like so, with a rubber boot on, piece of pipe going down, 4-inch piece of pipe going down parallel with a pond. It'll come along with this pipe and then run parallel with a bottom drain pipe as well. So I'll show you what we got going on over here as well. Right, so here we can see the 4-inch bottom drain line coming up and along. This pipe here will be parallel with the side of this pond. So what I need to do is take these pipes off the wall. That's why I still haven't solvent welded them. I've got a metal straight edge or something along this wall. I've bought some more rebar which I can hammer in either side, put some pieces across, tie it on so that supports the pipe, holds it in the right place. This pipe needs to be parallel with that pipe there, which is just moved at the moment so I can walk through, otherwise it's in the way. You can see here, this is roughly where the drum filter is going to sit. 4-inch inlet here from a bottom drain, and this pipe here will be next to it. 4-inch valve here from a skimmer. 4-inch valve, 4-inch valve. To purge your pipes. Right, what else have we got? As you can see, airline comes up there, so concrete pad will be from bottom of the bio there all the way out to approximately here. These pipes here will be inside the concrete pad, so they need to be perfectly positioned, otherwise the drum filter will not be in the right place, or the pipes will not be in the right place for the inlets. Right, so what I'm going to do next is get some rebar in, get these pipes in position, not solvent welded, so that I can finish off the 4-inch skimmer line here. I'm also going to pop out to screw fix in a minute, see if I can get some longer screws for these bulkhead fittings. The piece what goes on top is a little flange inside, so that sits just in there like that. that will go underneath, like so. But the screws are not really long enough to go through the PP both sides of the tank connector, and also silicone to seal it. What size this screw is, I have no idea. So what I'll probably do is buy 3 or 4 packs. I know what length I need, but I can never seem to get the right size screw, whatever size I go for. So I'll pop out, get a few packs of screws, and hopefully I get the right ones. Right, so whilst I'm here, the idea of these valves for the air pumps is so that I can run either 1 or 2 air pumps. I'm going to put a shelf here with the air pumps on. On here will be a little adapter for the flexi hose. On the flexi hose I will put 2 pressure valves, non-return valves, so I can either run 1 pump or 2 pumps. If I'm running 2 pumps, the pressure from one will not affect the other, and then if I'm only running 1, it won't bleed out. If I'm running 2 pumps with this valve here, it means I can keep that either closed or open, have them separate, so I can run a pump for the bio and a pump for the bottom drain. Say the pump for the bottom drain is slightly too powerful, I can slightly open that valve, bleed some pressure off down to the bio and share it between. Or if I just wanted to run 1 air pump, I could open that and then adjust these valves on the side of a bio here. Alright, so I've just been out to screw fix, got myself a pack of screws. I only bought 1 pack and they're the right size. So if anyone is doing anything like this and using pressure tank connectors where the screws are too small to go through, all you need are 8 by 1.5 inch, or the length what you require. I got 1.5, which will be perfect for me. So as you can see, I've drilled the holes for the first one, just here. There we go. I'm just going to do the second one now. This is the job I have been putting off. I really have not been looking forward to drilling these holes. So I'll get this one done now and I'll show you what we got. Right, so the way I've been doing it is with a little pen called Marksman. If I pop, well, it's not so bad with a 4-inch pipe because I'm not having a pipe coming up inside, but with the 1.5 I needed to make sure that hole there was centered with this pipe underneath. So when that goes on there, with the holes lined up somewhere, roughly around there, I need to bring a pipe up through there for the overflow with a rubber boot on to get the right height. Alright, so what I'll do now is put that over there, get these holes marked, get it drilled, and we'll follow it from there. Alright, got a clamp holding this in now, just so I can show you what I'm doing, otherwise I can't do it one-handed. So, got this in place where I want it. These holes here, pop this pen in, 1, 6. They are brilliant, these pens. First time I've used it. I have seen them before but never used one at work, or never really, but I needed to make sure these holes are exactly in the right place, otherwise this plate won't go on flat and that needs to seal properly. Right, so I've got 6 marks here. I'll get these drilled out now and we'll see you in a sec. Right, so I've drilled the holes. The holes were 4.5 mil, these holes. What I'm doing is just by hand with a little 6mm drill bit, just twiddling it around the top, just taking my burrs off. So on the bottom, you see where these little burrs are just sticking through a little bit. Just slowly turn that round a little bit by hand. If you do it with the drill, it will start to dig in too much. So just do it a little bit by hand and that'll get them nice and smooth. So we go, as you can see, all nice and smooth, ready to put the bulkheads on. Bead of silicone will go around here and the same on the inside rim as well. Right, so I've got both of these drilled now. Job now for me to do is get some silicone underneath those two rings and on top of this one and the 1.5 inch one just there. Get that held in, get that screwed together, but I'm not going to do that on my own. I'm going to wait for my dad to get back from the pub first because it's Sunday. Right, and what I'm going to do here is I've got some new bits of rebar, 3 metre lengths. I'm going to cut those up into, I might just say 1/2 metre lengths. One in there, piece across. I'm going to sit with pipes on those, so I'm just going to go and cut some rebar now, and then I'm going to have a go at that. Alright, so as you can see, they're both siliconed in now. I didn't do them on camera because it would have just been too hard, and I need to make sure there's a good sealing on them. As you can see, good bead of silicone around it. Put 2 lines underneath of a flange cover and the same underneath. Squeeze them down with the screws and then you get a nice bulge of silicone coming out there, which will be a lovely seal. Okay, you can also see down here what I've been doing with the rebar. I've moved the one skimmer line out of the way. As you can see, that's roughly where the pond wall is, well, running with the pond wall. So I'm going to measure off there to keep them in line. As you can see, I've done a little rebar H there and one a little bit further down, just there. None of this pipe is yet solvent welded. It's just sat on there for now. I'm just going to get the other 4-inch skimmer line down here, roughly get it in place today, and then that would probably do me for the day. So this is roughly how the pipes are going to come up. I need to trim this 4-inch pipe here back a little bit, put a 90-degree 4-inch on the bend there, straight up to a rubber coupler, along here into 45, down here along there. 2 ball valves there will come to elbows, and then rubber couplers into the drum, and a purge valves there, T there, waste is coming through the drum. Probably that side. This side will probably be a Skimmer waste, but we'll see. Alright, so I think I'll leave it there for this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to catch up on the next episodes, click the subscribe button. If you want to see the last ones, check out my other videos, and that's it. I'll see you on the next one.